Every Memphis Tigers basketball game.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
All right, good Saturday morning. I tell you,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Haven't seen you since last year.
And that is for sure, because normally the last
You got your voice back.
the last two open mic Saturdays I have been in the woods
Whispering.
but I decided this morning, I saw the weather forecast, and I said, no, I'm going to come on in here with these guys, Daryl, Brother Dave, and Dave Gabbert, and Gene Smith in here.
Good morning.
Good
Morning, everybody, and happy 2015. This is Larry Ray sitting in as I do each and every Saturday morning. This is Open Mic Saturday. We're going to be taking your calls. You got some questions for Dave about anything with the TWRA. If you got any questions about hunter education courses, you check with Gene Smith. And if you got any complaints, you check with either one of those. And so if you got some new resolutions.
But we go by pure OSHA standards.
Yes, sir.
Only two people can chew on us at one time.
That is true.
The rest of them's got to take a number and get in line.
Take a number and get in line. But the numbers to remember, speaking of that, are in local 274-7979. Be sure and write those down. Have them by your phone. You ought to have them in your speed dial, 274-7979. Or 1-800-759-6279. That's 1-800-759-6279. Got some great prizes to give away today. Gene Smith got to tantalize our audience there. What do you got over there?
Oh, man, I got some good prizes. Of course, Brother Darrell brought us rod and reel combo, two of them.
Two rod and reel
go
combos.
trout fishing. You can go trout fishing.
Yes,
Go
sir.
trout
Then we
fishing
got
with
an oil change for any vehicle at Terry Rowlands in Millington.
Okay.
All and lube. And we have an oil change for the Millington Millington Honda.
There you go. No, not a Honda.
I mean, the Yamaha.
There you
It
go.
gets-
I'm getting all these motorcycles
We-
mixed up.
yeah.
Millington Yamaha.
All right.
And we have an $85 gift certificate for a gun permit at Top Brass in Millington. And, of course, you know you have to have a background check before you do all that stuff.
Yeah. I like the foreground checks myself.
That's true.
And then we got a
Yeah,
we
Hunter
got a
Specialty.
bunch of we got some hunter specialists. We try to give away those two hot does and that screaming heat. We have some hunter education, hunter safety products over there. What do we got?
Well, we got the, blue smoke detector,
Yeah.
extreme, what's that, silver urine, whatever. Eliminated
That's
wash.
easy for you to
Screaming
say.
heat.
That's the screaming
No
heat.
deer scent.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good deer.
We're trying to compete with those lures with all them fancy
Let
names.
me see that over here. Pass it over here as you look at your radio dial from left to right.
Yeah, I got
here.
you.
Yeah, because
You know, around the holiday season, you know, the few times I watch TV and stuff, you notice the two biggest items they seem like they want to sell on TV is cologne and perfume.
That's right. Well,
I got some good ideas for that too.
oh yeah,
though.
we have
You
it
know.
here. You know, but the Hunter Specialty Scent Safe Gear Pack. It's a nice bag full of. We got the two hot does, the 180 day estrus, and a 25-foot storage utility strap, which I assume to be just to stay away from some of that stuff. 25 feet is a safe distance. And our good friends at HS Strut getting us ready for turkey season. We got a turkey box call. We've got a Roadrunner cap, plus it's got a fishing lure pack with it. So you guys are thinking about fishing. And then our good friends at Pratco with Code Blue. We have the smoke detector, some of that new odor eliminator body wash, which I think that Gene is wearing this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Dave has on the Screaming Heat Deer Scent.
That's right.
Yeah. So great prizes, and those numbers again are 274-7979, 274-7979, or 1-800-759-6279. And I know that this is 2015, the first Saturday in January. It's hard to believe. The final weekend for the deer season. For the
big question is, are we ever going to see the sun again?
Well, yes, I understand we are this next week, but it's not going to be much to see because it's going to be so cold.
I can take cold as long as it's sunny.
Yeah, the deer hunters, and the duck hunters will love it. I understand we're going to have some real cold weather moving in, but today, be safe out there. Some storms in the area. It's unbelievable. Yesterday I was deer hunting. It was around 39 degrees over in Hardeman and Fayette County area, and then today it's going to be in the 60s. And so
it's amazing.
Stay tuned to the weather because it's going to be a little unpredictable today. But then we're going to be trying, if there are some folks out there deer hunting or duck hunting this morning, or if you're on the water, you better be safe. But we want you to call us. We're going to get some reports from waterfowl blinds today in between some of our segments that we're going to be talking, because when we do Open Mic Saturday, we lean a whole lot to our good friends at the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Dave is the Region 1 Information Officer.
The Minister of Propaganda.
You said that. I didn't that time.
That's right.
We've lined up a couple of guests, including Daniel Stanfield, who is the TWR Region 1 Big Game and Fur Bear Biologist, and we're going to talk a little bit about the deer season in our region, and also about an event going on today. I'm not sure exactly where it is.
I believe it's in Brownsville.
In Brownsville, and we'll talk to Daniel, and then we're also going to talk to our good friend again, Dave Rizzuto, about that winter trout stocking. He's the Region 1
got round 2 coming
Fisheries Program Manager, round 2 of getting those trout stocked in all the area small ponds and lakes here. And then we're going to try to hook up with some folks in the waterfowl blind. Now, we don't never know how that's going to work because of weather conditions, or maybe the cell phone won't work. But I've set up about 4 people to try to get some reports today from the waterfowl blind, and then of course we're also going to be talking to our good friend at either Ron Brannaman or Logan Thomas at Gaston's on our second segment as we kick off to that. But let's give away something. Is anybody up out there? Is anybody up at 274-7979?
Oh, you insomniac.
Yeah, if you're up right now in this opening segment, we've got some good stuff here. 274-7979. The line's already going, and we've already got our first winner of the day. It looks like Greg Ratliff, our show producer, has got somebody who had a speed dial, I guess.
He's got you.
Yeah, he's got somebody. Either
that or it's the wrong number.
It might be the wrong number. Somebody coming in from.
We're sorry. The number.
Right. Greg, we got somebody? Hey, good morning. This is Outdoors with Larry Ray. Who we got on the line?
You got Philip Stokes.
Oh, Philip, buddy, you one of our faithful listeners. How long you been listening to this show, Philip?
For about 12, 13 years.
Yeah, that's all right, buddy. You've been there for a long time. Since you're caller number 1 on this Saturday morning, January the 3rd, what would you like to win? Did you hear?
If I have my choice, I'd like that Hunter Specialty package.
You got it, buddy. That means you get the Hunter Specialty Scent Safe Gear Pack. It's got a bag that you can put all this in with 2 hot does, 180-day estrus, and a 25-foot storage utility strap. You hang on. Greg will get you information, Philip. You know the routine, buddy. We appreciate you, okay?
All right. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. All right. Philip Stokes, one of our listeners at faithful listeners. I know we got a lot of faithful listeners out there. I don't know if you're insomniacs or or just.
Or they're taking a break from the Walking Dead marathon. Let's go.
that you watched last night. I don't. I didn't make
funny.
it past all the ball games last night, and I sure didn't make it to the Grizzly game. We got two. We got another one. All right, let's go. All right. Good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good morning, Larry and Ray.
All right. who we got on here?
Happy New Year.
Who is this?
This is old Charlie calling from the medical district.
That's what I thought it was, Charlie. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm coming around, brother, coming around.
Well, just hang in there. You've made it through another year.
Yeah, ain't no problem.
That's
Just keep on hooking.
Just keep on hooking. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to win something?
Man, I ain't never won anything in my life.
Well, let's tell you, what would you like to win on that? You'll me tell you got something on that list that you'd like to win?
Just give me something you want to get rid of.
All right, how about it, Gene? What are we going to? He lives in the medical district area, so what are we going to give him right there?
Does he hunt or fish?
Do you hunt or fish or anything?
Well, I used to be a duck hunter, and I used to cruise the woods pretty good.
Why don't we pick out something for him right there? How about that? Let's see. What do we got?
What about an oil change? You got a vehicle?
I can't drive right now. I just got
Okay.
a new hip for Christmas.
He just got a new hip for Christmas. I tell you what, Charlie, I'm going to let him get your information. I'm going to get you a surprise gift that you're going to really like. And I'm going to let Greg get your telephone number and information, and I'm going to surprise you with something that you're going to really like.
All right.
You're going to get a special.
Surprise.
You're going to get you a special gift from Outdoors with Larry Ray for being a listener. Okay.
All right, thank you, partner. Y'all take care.
All right, hang on now. We're going to get you information. All right. All right, Charlie.
One of your loyal listeners.
Yeah, he just had a new hip for Christmas, and he can't drive right. I'll find something in the old Larry Ray attic.
Oh yeah.
That I'll give him we might get him a TWR. We might get him a special gift pack.
And we have some roller skates.
Roller skates.
He can break his hip in good. But
All right, so that's Charlie. We got Charlie. I got to write Charlie up in the very top of that list. So, and I'll just try to put together something for Charlie.
Making the list.
Check it twice. He sounds like he's been pretty good. If anybody just got a new hip for Christmas, he needs something right there. We'll see if we can get him a scooter or something. Who knows? Hey, big meeting we're going to talk about later in the show.
Of course.
Tennessee, what is that again?
Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission.
I have trouble with
Their
that.
commission meeting is moving back to West Tennessee for the January meeting. It's up the road a little piece, up 51, up at Union City.
At Discovery Park of America?
Discovery Park of America up there.
If you haven't been there, you need to go see it. 250,000 people went to it last year.
That'll be on January the 15th and 16th.
Janury 15th and 16th.
Thursday and Friday.
So that's about a couple of weeks away from this yesterday.
Week after next, as they say.
And it's the license fee will be discussed.
I'm pretty sure there'll be some discussion about that.
Yes.
Of course, if anybody is, not
commercial
aware,
fishermen may be up, guides will be up there.
Right. With that, this is one of the few times we have to go ask for a license increase, and of course, it's when you look at it that you've only had two in the last 25 years. You've done pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a lot about that, and we want to get your comments out there. What do you think about that license fee increase? Give us a call at 274-7979. You go ahead and jump in the lines. We're going to be giving away stuff here. If you want to get on board, 274-7979. But what do you think about those license fees increase? All right, let's take our first break of the morning on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to see if we can head to the White River, see how the fishing is at Gaston's White River Resort. We'll be right back.
Fields and water.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls.
All right, welcome back as we talk outdoors every Saturday morning on ESPN 790. And we want you to be sure and check out our new website, OLR-Outdoors.com. It is up and running. My man Guy Trebo, our webmaster, has got it set up. We have a special contest for 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks, go to LROutdoors.com. Our good friends at Radians and Ruger. And so we're calling this OLR R&R contest. 2 weeks is all we're going to run this. We're going to give away 10 prize packs from Ruger and Radians. But you got to go to LROutdoors.com, click on the home right up there in the left-hand corner, and then go down to the contest. And or you can click on right on the home page right there and go straight to the contest. Only one entry per person. And this is really some nice prizes. So check it out. Go to LROutdoors.com. Click on the contest on the home page, Ruger and Radiance. And you know if it's coming from those folks, there's some nice prizes coming up from them. And also 274-7979. We got some. Do we have Ron?
No, we got Logan today.
We got Logan today. What a funny name. Hey, Logan today.
That's Ron tomorrow.
No, it's Logan today is his last name.
Chili tomorrow.
All right, Logan Thomas up there from Gaston's. Has that weather front moved through you guys yet, Logan?
We're still getting rain. It rained all day yesterday and through the night, and still going this morning.
Any bad weather or just rain?
Just rain.
Okay. Well, we hadn't got it yet here. We got a little bit yesterday, but nothing so far today. It's supposed to come in about right now as we're talking and have some bad weather. Tell us, January, a lot of folks say, well, I don't know if I can catch trout. Tell our listeners, you can still catch some pretty good trout in January, can't you?
You can catch fish almost every day of the year.
Yes. But what about January?
It's really good. Right now, people are catching a lot of rainbows.
Uh-huh.
Browns are starting to pick up a little bit more. Of course, most of them are still on their spawn beds, but you might catch a few just coming off. But fishing has been really good in January. And
the main thing is just be prepared for weather.
That's right. You never know when that cold front's going to come through.
But the water temperature is always what?
52.
52 degrees. So right now, I mean, we're 57 this morning here. The water temperature is pretty close to what it is, so you can kind of feel if you put your toes in today's air, you know. you kind of have a way if you came out in one of those, what they just did, this ski freeze down on the river.
Yeah, I've seen that in your former life.
We need to have one of those on the White River. A ski freeze on the White River, on the Trout River.
Sure, do it in the wintertime. It would be like a hot tub.
It would be like a hot tub and everything like that. But I know that the water, what are they doing as far as putting that water over there?
It's been kind of hit or miss because they'll run water during the morning and then slow it down during midday. They might kick it up right before dark. Weekends, it's kind of hard to tell right now. Last weekend, you could have assumed that it would have been down because the power pool on the lake was below normal.
Right.
But they ran water all day Saturday. Sunday, it was down.
It was. So you really don't know, but when you go to Gaston's, they'll check it out for you and things along that line. And I know you guys are still in the winter pattern over there, so you're still got those discounts going on, don't you, Logan?
We got 40% off 2 nights or more right now, all the way till the end of February.
You hear that, folks? And they got cabins with fireplaces. They've got cabins with decks. They'll supply you firewood, which is what I like, just to get up in the morning. And I know the paper's not going to be there. I know, but my firewood's going to be there. And it's easy to get to. So tell them how to get in touch with you guys over there.
Well, the best way to get a hold of us is to just give us a call, 870-431-5202, or you can shoot us an email at gastons@gastons.com.
Or you can go to gastons.com.
Yep.
And you go to that
website. Yep.
Yeah, or you can go to LROutdoors.com and just click on the Gaston link right on the front of my webpage. And you can get right there. All right, buddy, tell everybody hello for us, and we'll be talking to you. Can't wait. I'm coming up in April, okay?
All righty, Larry.
See you, buddy. All right.
Man.
Logan Thomas.
And that's a good thing, there are good things about technology, when you look at, we talk about cold weather, but, it used to be the cold weather, time you put the clothes on, you kind of looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy, you know. But the garments they have now, the technology and with the thermal underwear and stuff, it's like you don't have to be bulky. You can move. And,
well, I tell you what, I got that, and folks, I'm still telling you, go to Milwaukee Tool and click on that new heated hoodie that I have from those guys. It's got 2 heats on it. It'll last about 5 hours. I just click on that thing. It's the most amazing jacket I've ever had as far as I don't have to wear a bunch of bulky items, and I'm just I'm sold on it. Those new ThermoCell heated insoles. I look like a NASCAR guy. I've got all the gadgets and buttons and things like that, but I don't have to wear as much as it's in the old days. And you know what I got for Christmas?
A solar panel?
No. I got some silk underwear.
Silk underwear.
And if
I've got some of those.
If anything happens to me and I've got to go in an ambulance, I'm going to go in style.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. But I love those lightweight and to keep me warm and things along that line. Of course, today's technology, as Dave was talking about, it's just it's pretty amazing. And I know you duck hunters out there. You guys right now, they make some equipment that I can remember the old days. Of course, we only had one camo pattern, and that was Army issued. We used to go to the Army surplus store and get what you could get out there. But now we've got so many camo patterns and things along that line. But we have the equipment now. I deer hunted yesterday. There was a little rain and things like that. It was in the 40s, but I was just perfect out there deer hunting. And I do have 2 deer. That's it. And, of course, I took both of my deer to the Burris Deer Processing in Moscow, Tennessee, where I go. And, man, if you take a deer this weekend, this being the last weekend, make sure that you buy some of that venison summer sausage that they've got. They got it in jalapeno with cheese. They got some of the little sticks things, too. And then you got the mild or regular summer sausage, the venison that I like. Now, you got to check in a deer there. You can't just drive by there and buy them, but you got to go in there and get them, and it's pretty cool. And I know that with the Young Sportsman's next weekend.
At the Young Sportsman's Hunt, that will
That's
be
2 days just for kids that are
6 through 16.
6 through 16, and did you hear what I called it?
Yes, you're doing better. That's always been one of my pet peeves, even, with our guys, when whoever named it the juvenile hunt, I go,
yeah,
let's change the name.
No, when I say juvenile hunt, and you got to have the hunter education now. They have that mentor license too now.
Yeah, the apprentice license. Yeah.
So if you want to take someone next weekend, Can you use that apprentice license? Is that I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can, can't you?
You can. It's a one-shot deal.
One-shot deal, and that gets you set up to take that hunter education course.
Well, you have to, you
have to have
what
the
we
hunter
did several years
course.
ago, when they discussed that, that we realized hunting is not for everyone.
Yeah.
So they said, well, we need a license that maybe for somebody just to experience it, but
great license, yeah.
Right? And that we came up with what's called a apprentice license, and to do it, you can buy it, gives you exemption for 1 year of hunter ed, or the one-shot deal.
One-shot deal,
but you have to go with somebody that's hunter ed certified,
right,
and everything. So
yeah, so take somebody next weekend.
Yeah.
Take somebody
well,
next
even
week.
if you don't, if you don't, just now's a good time to get outdoors. If you want to see, like the other day in the duck blind, we were sitting there, and I've seen more golden eagles.
You told me
this
that,
year.
yeah, hunting out of the Taj Mahal.
And then a lot of bald eagles, but I've seen more golden eagles. There around the blind, and it's funny, they get ingrained on your patterns because they can reach a cripple faster than the dog can.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take a camera, take a kid, take a video, and head out next weekend for the Young Sportsman's Hunt. All right, let's take our next break of the morning on Outdoors. Boy, we done breezed along here.
Man.
Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to talk fur bearer and deer hunting with Daniel Stanfield, the TWR Regional 1 Big Game and Fur Bearer Biologist on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
Where the mighty Mississippi flows, by what kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play. Sports, we put all that.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls.
Hey, we're back on the air here at Outdoors with Larry Ray as Don King fades out. Be sure and go to LROutdoors.com again and sign up for that contest we got for Ruger and our good friends at Radiant. Let's give away something before we talk to Daniel Stanfield. 274-7979. That's 274-7979. 274-7979 or 1-800-759-6279. They're all lit up.
All right.
We go. We may give away a couple here before we jump into Daniel here. Let's go right down the row. I feel in a real giving mood this morning because let's just go and hang on, because we're going to give away about 3 prizes here. All right, Greg, let's hit that line 2. Hey, good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Who we got on?
This is Dennis Davis from Victoria, Mississippi.
Victoria, Mississippi. Are you at the Walmart, Dennis, or are you?
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close.
I knew you was.
Are you the keeper of the secret down there?
Yeah, he is the keeper of the secret, Victoria's Secret.
Yeah,
we understand what you're saying right there. Hey, man, what would you like in this prize package? Did you hear what we got?
No, sir.
All right, let's see. You want something from hunting, fishing, or what?
Fishing sounds good to me.
Let's give him that. How about that Blakemore? What is that? With a cap and all the fishing lures.
Roadrunner lure pack.
You want the Roadrunner cap and all those fishing lures with it?
Yes, sir. That sounds great.
Dennis, you got it, buddy. You stay on the line, and Greg will get the information. All right, buddy?
All righty. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we got Dennis out of the way now. We got more. Don't hang up out there, folks. Somebody's already hung up. All right, let's go to the last one here. Hey, you're on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Who we got on here?
Howard Martin.
Howard Martin. That name sounds familiar.
Where you been, Howard?
Yeah, Howard, we hadn't heard from you in a while. You okay?
Yeah, man.
Good. Okay. What would you like from? We got some good stuff out in Millington Way. We got an oil change. We got some. What else we got over there?
Got an ATV oil change and a vehicle oil change.
Yeah, from out Millington Way. We got some hunting products. What would you like to have?
I'll take the hunting products.
All right, let's give him that Code Blue down there. How about that?
Code Blue.
Well, you got it, Martin. Howard, we got it for you. Going to get you a whole gift pack here from our good friends at Code Blue, okay?
All right.
All right, hang on. We'll get you information, all right?
He'll really love that screaming heat.
Yeah, screaming heat is amazing. Okay. All right, let's talk to Daniel. Click old Daniel in. Going to talk to Daniel Stanfield right now with the TWRA. Good morning, Daniel.
How are y'all doing this morning?
Hey, man, we're giving away prizes and all sorts of stuff going around here.
I want to say real quick, Dennis and Tex, if you guys could call back real quick. And actually, the last two people you gave stuff away and somebody named Tex, if you could please call back. I had an issue with the phone thing, and it dropped everybody. So,
all right, y'all hear that? If you're you're listening right now, Tex, call us back. 274-7979. Howard, you call us back. We got some issues with our phone, so call us back.
And Dennis Davis.
And Dennis, I think you might have been Dennis in there too. 274-7979, and we'll get you all that information from Greg out there. All right. Daniel Stanfield on. He is the Region 1 TWRA big game and fur bear biologist.
That's right.
Works with Dave out of the Region 1 office. How's things going?
Oh, doing just fine. How are y'all making it?
Well, we're doing great here on this warm Saturday morning.
Well, you better enjoy it. It's fixing to get cold, it looks like.
It's fixing to get cold just as the deer season ends. So
it sure is.
Can you get the season extended one more week for me? Can you work that out since you're such a big week?
Well, Larry, man, you know how many days it is now?
I know it, but I like it when it's cold like that. You know, can I rotate a week out? Maybe I didn't hunt 1 week there. Can I get that on the end? Maybe we just ought to punch a card.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wish that.
Yeah, tell us what's going on. I know Dave was telling me about, and we talk a lot about, before we get into deer, tell us about what's going on in Brownsville today.
We got a first one of the first sales of the year down there at the National Guard Armory this morning. I'm fixing to leave and head down that way. Doors open up at 8, and it just gives there'll be local buyers as well as some out-of-state fur buyers that come in. So the people that's been out there trapping this season, if they've got a freezer full of fur, they can bring them down, and I'll be down there with Sightese tags, tagging the otters and the bobcats for the trappers, and it's a pretty neat little thing. If nobody's ever been to one, it just everybody will get a number and your lot will be called up, and it'll just kind of like an assembly line. The fur will go down the table, and you'll have bidders bid on it. And when it gets to the highest dollars, you have the option to sell it to them if you want to.
Wow. And what type of furs are we going to have here?
You'll have most all your West Tennessee fur bears. You'll have, of course, raccoons, and there'll be some possums and beaver, and of course, your coyotes and your bobcats and otters and fox. So there'll be a little bit of everything usually there.
And it's going to be at the Armory in Brownsville, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm sure, people can find that.
Yeah. What's the fur looking like? We were just talking on break that, really since we've gone into fall and winter, we really haven't had that much real cold weather.
Right.
But what's the fur looking like this year?
Well, it's been a real mild winter, and whether or not you get the real cold weather, your animals will put a pretty good coat on there. It's a natural thing. It's just run by some of it's run by the weather, but a lot of it's due to the length of daylight, and they're going to put a good coat on there. But we pretty much get what the South has. The animals aren't going to be as good as what the Southern fur is going to be, and so that's kind of the downfall of it. But one good thing is there has been several people out there trapping. It seems like it's died off a little bit this year because a lot of people trap because they enjoy it, but there are a lot of people that trap for a source of income.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've seen just from talking with buyers on the county level and the state level is that prices may be down a little bit just due to so much fur was held over from last year at the national sales. So the market's already going to be flooded starting out. So you might not get them top prices for them that some of the guys got last year.
And we're talking to Daniel Stanfield. He is the Region 1 big game and fur bear biologist for the TWRA. And Daniel, and I know Gene does a lot of demonstrations with fur.
Right.
And brings a lot of things out. And kids really need to know. Today's kids don't know. They're I'm thinking of Jeremiah Johnson and people like that what this country was. This country was settled by the fur bears.
That's exactly right. It's pretty neat that you mentioned that about Gene with the kids and talking about the fur and the pelts. A lot of our county officers across the state, we've got what we call bone boxes.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
And after hunting season, it kind of slows down a little bit for all of us. But what we do to fill that void in time is a lot of us will go to schools or youth groups and events, and we'll carry this bone box. And what the bone box consists of is all your pelts from all the Tennessee fur bears. And we'll have skulls, and it's a really good program and educational tool to teach some of these kids that haven't been exposed to it what's actually out there.
Well, that's what I know and I've done things with Gene, and they just form around them and look at these things. It's it's educational, and it's part of our history, and it's a history that we don't want to fade away.
Right.
And I'm just how old are you, Daniel?
I am 35.
So Daniel's trying to keep this. I've had people. I've known trappers who were in their 90s. That just kept going and and it's and Dave knows this because he's big into this too. That and you can go to the website. The TWRA's got some information about fur bears and things along that line, or maybe you can contact Dave at the Region 1 office if you'd like somebody to come to your school,
right?
Or come speak. Dave, don't we do those things?
Yeah, we do that, time permitting, stuff, with the schedules. But I'm like Gene. I talk to a lot of school groups and stuff, and the look. I use the bones box a lot, and the look on the young people's face, because a lot of them has never held.
Yeah. They want to know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
I said,
it's real.
Outside
a cat or a dog, they just haven't touched, fur.
And we're talking about, whether it's a coyote or whether it's and you said possum. The possum fur is unusual. Of course, there's not a lot of fur in an armadillo. Okay,
no, not a lot of fur there.
No, there's not a lot of fur right there, but we have certain critters here. So let's switch real quickly here from the fur bearers to the deer side. What are you hearing from the field? Far as I know now, it's amazing. We can go to tnwildlife.org and click on and get the harvest reports right up to date.
Right.
So what are you hearing to this year?
Well, I get on a lot of the forums. I talk with a lot of the hunters and just kind of keep up with what's going on out there. And it seems here toward the end of the year, it kind of died off a little bit. You had a lot of hunters spending many hours in the woods, and they just weren't seeing the deer. And that's
that makes me feel a lot better that you're saying this. I mean, because
it's one of several things. Just with the mass crop that we had, the weather had a lot to do with it. And the big thing that a lot of people don't realize is, everybody wants a long deer season, but, them deer really aren't dumb. They're smart, and when you put a lot of pressure on them for as long as our deer season
Yes,
they turn nocturnal.
I know it. I've put a lot of pressure on them. Now I'm putting pressure on me. This is, you know what Monday is, don't you, Daniel?
What's that?
For us deer hunters, it's Black Monday. I go in. I want to be 12 again, so I can hunt next weekend.
Yeah, everybody does. But I will tell you one thing: even though deer hunting has been tough the latter part of the season here, I've talked with a lot of people and seen a lot of really good pictures of really good deer that people are killing. And every year for the last 3, 4, 5 years, it seems like every year the quality of the deer just seems to get better than I've seen or scored.
Oh, yeah, that's what keeps me going. I got posters all over my wall of deer that other people have killed. It's
got a whole website full of them.
Yeah, I got a whole website full of them.
But well, let's talk turkey for a minute.
Yeah,
I know one of the things that Daniel's in charge of is coordinate. Over the summer months, we have a brood survey.
Yes,
that people, our field personnel, and we keep track of it. What did that survey show last year, coming into this year? What did the
last year, I want to say it was, don't hold me to it, but I want to say it was 2.1, 2.2.
Okay.
Something poults per hen or whatever.
Down just a little bit.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it from this year because all that data gets sent up and they compile it and send it back to us. But from looking at the numbers from West Tennessee that was sending in before I sent them off, they were looking pretty good. And I know a lot of hunters this year through the fall have called me and said, hey, I've seen some really good groups of turkeys, a lot of poults that made it through the summer because we didn't have a real wet spring or wet summer. Mm-hmm. And that's what's really hard on the poults as they're trying to get bigger and get to that adult level through the fall. But I'm thinking this year could be a really good turkey year.
All right, you made my day.
Played out, and the numbers that I was seeing. So.
And right now the application period for our quota hunts is.
I'm glad you reminded February the 4th.
February the 4th.
Yep.
All right, and what we're going to do, we want you to go ahead and call in 274-7979. I've got a turkey box call that I'm going to be giving away on the next segment, 274-7979. I've got a nice turkey box call. If you're a turkey hunter out there.
HS Strut.
Yeah, I've got it, and I'm going to throw in an extra prize with that for turkey hunting guys. I might put together something out of my Larry Ray attic to go with that. 274-79. Go ahead and get in line. If you're a turkey hunter out there and you're up this morning and you can't wait for it to get here like me, 274-7979. All right, Daniel, thank you, buddy. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again, all right?
See ya.
All right, let's take a break. Remember, 274-7979. If you're a turkey hunter and you want to win a real nice prize, you better be calling in now, 274-7979 on Outdoors with Larry Ray, ESPN 790.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to BartonPowersports.com. The power of play.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls.
All right, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 as Don King takes our theme song out of here. Man, we're breezing through today's show. It's hard to believe.
First show of the
we're already
2015.
First show of 2015. That's just amazing. That it seems like Y2K was just the other day.
Yeah.
And the world was going to end and the computers were going to die, and it's 15 years since that.
I still got 100 pounds of peanut butter.
Got some good deals on some generators about 2 years after that.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. So we're talking. Greg Ratliff is our executive show producer. He's in there pushing all the buttons. He's getting all the guests lined up. We're trying to go to some of the duck blinds. Who we got down there?
I got Jimbo for you.
All right, we got Jimbo Robinson on the line with us this morning. Good morning, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Are you in the blind or are you home today?
We're in the blind here. We're staying covered.
Yeah. What's the weather situation since we're inside a studio here?
It's raining really hard right outside Stuttgart, Arkansas, and it's coming a downpour. We waited 20 minutes till the lightning quit and came on out to the blind, and we're sitting here. Shooting time is
coming up,
and we're just trying to wait out the rain.
Oh man! So what's the season been like for y'all?
It's been a decent season. Our average has been about 10 to 12 a day, which is down over last year. It's we just haven't had a lot of new ducks, but we've had a good number of ducks. Our area holds a lot of water, which has been a tremendous help. I think that's been the key this year, is having enough water and enough habitat to hold these ducks. And we've held the ducks that have come down, and we've done okay. Hopefully this next cold front that's coming through Monday will do some more good. But it's been an okay year.
Well, I know, Jimbo, that my deer hunting ends and it's ready to duck hunt. And when I see those temperatures next week in the 30s, I say the ducks are coming. Okay, I'm optimistic about that. And we're talking to Jimbo Robinson. He is the DU Regional Director for West Tennessee and Southeast Missouri. And I'm going to throw in here real quickly before we let you go, Jimbo, that my good friends at the Wolf River chapter get ready to have their big sponsor event, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Coming up February 20th, it'll be at DU National Headquarters again. And we got last year we had the tribute to Randy Graves.
Yes.
He is still on board, and Dave Marone has taken over that chapter as the area chairman, doing an outstanding job. And we have had some amazing things come in for that event. One big ticket item this year is going to be a trophy whitetail hunt in Texas.
Whoa!
Mr. Wayne Squires. It's a fenced-in area.
Yeah.
And you will kill a monster buck.
Oh, my goodness.
It'll be on the live auction.
All right, well, we're going to be talking to you before that event, and we'll let you get back and sit out that rain, and be safe, buddy, and thanks for calling us and talking to us. All right.
Thank you, Larry. You'll have a great day.
All right, Happy New Year. All right.
Happy New Year.
All right. Jimbo Robinson, he's over in the wet duck blind.
Over in the wet, yeah.
In Stuttgart, Arkansas. And Jimbo is over there. Who we got?
Well, I've already got somebody that's got the turkey call. If you guys want to give away one of the other prizes that's left, that's who's on the line.
Oh, is the turkey guy on the line?
The turkey guy's already gone.
Okay, who won the turkey call?
His name was Phil Robbins.
Phil Robbins won the turkey call. Very good. All right, we got somebody else wants to win something? Yep. Put him on the line. All right, who we got on the line here?
Hey, Jeff.
Pardon?
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, where you live, Jeff?
Shelby Forest.
Shelby Forest. You ever go to Millington out there?
Oh, yeah.
All right, would you like to win an oil change?
Not really. One thing I want to ask you about, whether I win something or not.
Yeah.
And it don't matter. Just I got about a 10-acre lake, right behind my house.
Uh-huh.
And I've been fishing it, but what do y'all like to use this time of year on a lake like that?
Okay, at this time of the year?
Yes, sir.
Small spinner baits?
Yeah, something, when you get into this time of the year, and, of course, the water temperatures, are quite low.
Yeah.
The metabolism of the fish, no matter what you use, you just have to fish it a lot slower.
Oh, yeah.
And the warmer water will be at the bottom instead of at the surface.
There you go.
So they're going to seek out that warmer temperature.
Right.
So, but the big thing is that it's all, you could get into all of the scientific part of it and everything, but mostly what you see is whatever bait you use, you just have to fish it a lot slower.
Yeah.
Than you would in the spring or the summer.
What we're going to do right now, how about a rod and reel? Would you like to have a new rod and reel?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, buddy. We're going to give you one of these TWRA rod and reel combos. We're going to put your name on, put you on hold, and Greg will get the information. And thanks for calling us, and thanks for listening to the show. Okay, buddy?
Man, thank y'all, and Happy New Year to y'all.
Same to you. Hold on just a minute. All right. We gave away that. That was Jeff, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's, and we're going to talk a little bit, toward the end of the show with Dave Rizzuto, talk
we'll
about
let him
winter
kinda
trout.
Talk about a little bit about that.
That's a little bit different, with the little spinners and stuff. Don't have to fish them as slow as the other baits. But
let's talk to Jeff Martin, our good friend Jeff Martin. Normally he might be at the Taj Mahal, one of my favorite places to go to, but sometimes he gets out of the blind, has to do some other stuff.
Yeah, has
to have a real life, right, Jeff?
Right.
That's right.
Hey, Jeff, and Jeff is TWRA.
He's our area manager over the Reelfoot Wildlife Management Area. That, as we say, the other region up in Northwest Tennessee.
Up there, and formerly from down here in our neck of the woods, and up there, and he does got a nice place near Halls. But we want to ask you, Jeff, and I know Dave is. We've all been to your place, but what kind of season has it been? Tell us from Jeff Martin's outlook. What's the season been like?
Larry, it has been a roller coaster ride this year.
That's what Dave said.
For everybody in 3 states. Everybody started off really good, about 2.5, 3 weeks, and then it just quit. The cloudy, warm weather, no wind, east winds, and you just every day it's just a guess is what's fixing to happen.
And like the weather we're having now, the amount of rain we get puts water into places that doesn't normally hold water, which means new feed.
Yeah.
So it spreads
them out. And but we do have cold weather coming in.
I have great expectations for this next 5-day period coming up. I just watching the weather saw Thursday morning supposed to be 7 degrees.
Now what'd you say? He's waiting on the weather.
Yeah,
he said. And so, Dave, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just wondering. We kind of get in West Tennessee. It's kind of like a barometer of I check with Jeff on the amount of ducks that they're holding, like at Black Bayou Refuge up there off Reelfoot. Yeah. When they start staging up there. So what kind of duck population y'all have up there right now, Jeff?
2 days ago we had roughly about 35,000, which is
what is that?
About a third of where I think we should be.
A third
going into January.
Wow.
Reelfoot Lake's just now gotten a little above summer pool, which we like to see it winter pool, which is a foot higher.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of the timbered areas and places the ducks like to be still don't have water. And that affects the amount of water on the refuge. A lot of black bile fills up from Reelfoot Lake. So a lot of cause and effect goes on when we have these mild winters like this.
But this next week, you guys really check that forecast. I know you just said you were looking at it, and when you see that cold weather and you look at -5 in Minneapolis and -20 and all these things, those ducks, this is what we need to push them down here. But whether,
That's right.
we got water now, but as Dave said, they could be scattered. But we've been shooting the same ducks. Duck's not a dummy.
For the last month.
Yeah, for the last month, and I'm hearing this from everybody.
I believe for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be sitting there in the blind and looking. I believe we got a couple of blackjacks that come by just to give us, as
what
they go
was
by.
that? That's a first on Outdoors with Larry Ray. I don't know if I want him to do that again.
We sat there last year and we had one fly by, made a sound, and I looked at Jeff. I go, "You ever heard a duck make that sound?"
You sure it was a duck?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't something else. Well, buddy, thank you. Jeff, appreciate you, buddy, and hope you get a whole bunch next week, okay?
Come soon, Larry.
All right, buddy. All right, Jeff Martin. He's waiting on the weather.
But I noticed last Wednesday, I can be looking and the amount of ducks traveling up in the air and stuff, a lot of new ducks coming in that's when they're really, really super high up there, flying on oxygen.
Give me that list over here. I want to give away this $85 gift certificate that we've got from Top Brass out in Millington. This is a great for a gun permit.
Right. Now, I'm pretty sure it has to be a Tennessee resident.
Yeah, Tennessee resident. All right. $85 gift certificate for a Tennessee resident gun permit from our good friends at Top Brass in Millington. If you're thinking about, and everybody needs to do, this is one of the top places to go.
Yes, it is.
To learn how to take that permit, get your permit, and you say, $85, man, this is a nice price. 274-7979. I really appreciate the folks at Top Brass for giving this. And if somebody doesn't win this, I'm going to do it. Come on, this is 274-7979. If you've been thinking about it, if you live out in Millington, not only that, but we have an oil change, courtesy of Terry Rowland on Navy Road in Millington. If you're one of our Millington listeners, and I know we got them out there, and you want to get a free oil change, or if you're thinking about a gun permit, this is an $85 gift certificate, 274-7979. Think about it. Do it. I'm waiting for the lines.
Or they can give it to somebody.
Or you can give us a gift.
Give us a gift.
I like gifts like that, somebody. So those prizes are still hanging out there. We also
have an oil change for ATV in Millington Yamaha.
Yeah, and we also have another rod and reel combo to give away.
Actually, the rod and reel's gone.
Oh, the rod and both.
No, we had two of them. We had two.
Already did the other one.
Oh, he's already did. Okay. Greg is working the line.
He's ahead of
a lot
us.
of phone calls this morning.
Way to go, Greg.
All right.
Greg Ratliff. He's the main man here. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We're going to see if we can hook up with our good friend Frank Barton. He should be duck hunting unless the weather's blown him away on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
Make some time, take the family. What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
WMC Memphis, WMS.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take a family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
All right, good Saturday morning. I hope you're trying to stay dry. Lots of weather moving in, and we just talked to Jimbo Robinson over in Stuttgart, where he is taking a break as the weather is delayed his.
Just a little damp.
A little damp over there, and I don't know where Frank Barton might be. I don't know if he's in the blind this morning or
sound like it.
Sounds like he's in the blind. All right. Good morning, Frank Barton.
Hey, good morning, Larry.
Hey, where are you this morning?
I am at the famous Bruins Plantation.
You are,
and we got a lot of ducks down here right now.
You do.
We jumped several hundred when we came into the blind and put out decoys. We've had them circling. It hadn't been. We don't have one yet, but we've just now gotten light enough where we can see to shoot.
Yeah, I figured.
It's really dark out here. It hadn't started. It's just a light sprinkle on us.
So you haven't had the heavy rain that they're having at Stuttgart, I can tell you that.
No, we hadn't have it. We're watching it on our phones, and then we'll probably get out of here. Just a second. Got ducks over our head right now.
Just go ahead.
Trying to get. Oh, that's all right. I can do this in between.
No, we like to listen to you.
But anyway, we're in a dead timber hole, a lot of buckbrush and cypress, and it's a cloudy day, and cloudy day ducks are always real hard. But we have ducks, and that's a good thing. We was excited when we pulled in here. I say we got several hundred up off the water, and lots more all the way around us.
How many's hunting in your party there?
I have two. I have my son-in-law Sheldon Rood with me. Sheldon in front.
Okay.
And just two of us with Delta, my dog.
Okay, and you've looked at the forecast for next week, Frank. It looks promising, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's cold and promising. We'll you and I will hook up, and
all right,
we'll chase some next week.
All right. We just want to make sure and tell everybody that business is still open at Barton Power Sports, right?
We'll be open at 8 a.m. My son didn't come with me this morning. So he decided to open up the store, and so he'll be there at 8. I'll probably be there about 9:30.
All right, buddy. Going back to killing them, and we'll see you next week. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks,
Y'all have
Frank.
a great morning.
All right, buddy. Happy New Year. All right. Frank Barton from Barton Power Sports over to, and I hope to get over there with him next week. And
you got a terrible cold, doesn't he?
Yeah, is that what that was? What do you got in your pocket over there?
A crow call.
That's a crow call. That's what I heard enough of that. I heard enough of those. I wanted to say.
I seen a fish crow the other day.
Yeah,
they have a different call than little raspier.
They do. Okay. Well,
they're bigger birds too, aren't they?
Happy birthday to both of you guys. Gene's was January the 1st.
Correct.
And you were a New Year's baby, right?
Second one.
The second one?
I've been trying hard ever since.
And Dave had it on Christmas Eve, right?
Yep. December the 24th.
December the 24th.
We're almost twins.
Yeah. Oh, my. No. And then I had a wedding anniversary on December the 19th, my 49th over there. So we've had a moment of celebration here. Maybe I ought to have a moment of silence. Greg, when's your birthday?
It was December 7th.
December the 7th.
All right.
Pearl
Harbor Day.
All right. So we've all had birthdays.
I want to know. It's hard for me to see that. I have to lean over to see Greg. Do you shake your finger at him like you do me when I'm sitting in his chair?
Not as vigorously as I shake.
Not as vigorously as that's a pretty good word. We don't use long words like vigorously on here.
I'll have to repeat that.
He's a producer.
Hey, we don't do that. All right. So we've given away just about everything except the Millington prizes.
Yeah, we got Millington listeners
2 oil
up there.
changes and the gun permit is all that's left.
Yeah,
2 oil changes. So 27479. If you live in Millington, you've got an free oil change.
$39 value
at Terry Rowland's on Navy Road. Right.
Correct.
All right.
And I'm going to throw something. Of course, Frank. With his line of work over there.
Yeah.
After the type water we've had, a lot of wet weather and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're a duck hunter and you've had that ATV out there and stuff, you better get it serviced.
You better get it serviced.
Because the water and everything, it will eat seals, that dirt and mud. And
so we have a free ATV oil change, Yamaha. Right, we finally got that right.
Right, Yamaha.
Yeah. Okay, we've been going through
Isn't
that.
a piano.
David Lewis in Millington.
And then we've got an $85 gift certificate at Top Brass.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 274-7979, and we've given away everything else but that.
And those are very expensive.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if we can get Frank. Let's see if we can get Johnny Warren on the line. Try to see. He's up at Reelfoot. We may not be able to get Johnny because Johnny is sometimes his signal is that, but he has killed 320 ducks and more than 50 geese out of his honky tonk guide service.
Honky tonk
up at Reelfoot Lake, okay. And if we get everything works out right, we'll try to get Johnny and some other guys. Let me give you the dates for the Mid-South Sports and Boat Show. That's February the 20th through the 22nd at the Agri Center, and I'm going to be leaning on some of you folks out there for seminars and things along that. That's February the 20th through the 22nd, the 51st annual Mid-South Sports and Boat Show. That's pretty amazing, 51 years. So we're going to be talking to some of you guys and everything. So how are we doing on him?
We got somebody that wants to win something.
All right.
He's going to win he's got to win a Millington prize. Hey.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Who we got on the line here?
My name is Nick.
Hey, Nick, you want to win one of those Millington prizes?
Sounds great to me.
You want an ATV oil change? You want a regular truck or car oil change? Or you want that $85 gift certificate from Top Brass?
I like Top Brass.
You got it.
That sounds fun.
Sounds fun, buddy. We got you, put you on hold here, and you just got the $85. Now, Gene Smith, Greg, you're going to need his address, and Gene is going to mail that to you.
Right. Make sure you got his phone number and everything.
Okay, buddy?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening. Okay, we'll put you on hold. Need his phone number and his address.
Correct.
Okay, way to go. So we couldn't get Johnny Warren. I didn't figure we could up there.
And something else is coming up. I know a lot of people don't realize this, but in April,
yes,
of 2015, Nashville, the big NRA convention's coming to Nashville.
It's coming to Nashville, isn't it?
It's coming to Nashville.
You know the dates on that?
I want to. Of course, it'd be on their website. I want to say it's like the middle of April. It's like the 17th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Somewhere in there.
Okay, I hope it's not.
Can we call Mike Webb?
I hope it's not the 13th or the 16th because I'm going to be at Gaston's and I'm going to be.
I think it's after, but we'll get Mike. Mike's been on the show quite a bit.
Yeah, we'll get Mike Webb. And I need to mark that down. You didn't remind me of that. And because that's in April, coming to Nashville, and then again that boat show is the 20th through the 22nd, and I think,
of course, then
I think the NWT,
the traditionally the NWTF,
the same weekend as a boat show.
Then the same weekend as a boat show up there, but
I don't know. That might be the same weekend. I don't know, but the boat show is the 20th through the 22nd, and there's also, there's so many things going on. It's hard to believe. February the 4th. The turkey application deadline. I got to remember that because, And you go to tnwildlife.org.
Right.
And they'll have all the information about the turkey application. February the 20th is also, that's what it is. Also is the Wolf River chapter of DU banquet in national headquarters. February the 20th. I knew there was something else going on up there. A lot of wild game dinners starting.
They're starting, yeah.
January the 24th, Randy Howell, former Bassmaster Classic champion, is coming to Germantown Baptist Church for their big wild game, their big supper that I spoke at last year. And we're going to try to get Randy on next week's show if we can. But that's on January the 24th. And that starts the wild game circuit, so to speak.
That's a good thing
that starts your feeding period.
That starts my feeding period.
That's a good thing about your website. They list all these things.
We've got this is the information source.
Yes, it is.
For the area here on LR Outdoor. We want your events. You just email them to me, lroutdoors@att.net, or you can go to the website and post your information about that. And for sure, go to the website and sign up for the contest for all those Ruger and Radians products that we're going to be giving away in January here. Go to that. And Dave, I know that we got coming up here in just a few minutes. We're going to be talking to Dave Rizzuto,
right?
Because we have
going to fix to start the second round of the winter trout
program, and need to do that. But on the R&R giveaway, that's Ruger and Radians. We're going to give away 10 prize packs. January the 17th, we're going to announce the winners. January the 13th is the deadline to sign up. Go to lroutdoors.com. Let me know what you think about the new website. If you want to know what Gene Smith looks like or Dave Gabbert looks like, you can go and click on that.
I need to get us some 8x10 glossies.
That's true.
Autograph.
No glossies are allowed.
Okay.
No glossies. Maybe some flossies, but no glossies.
You've got another big announcement you just talked about a while ago.
You're going to put me on this.
I'm going to put you on the spot. You're going to pull, as we say, an Alex Trebek on us.
I'm going to
You're going to you got to put your new photo on the website.
Well, though it can be edited out, Photoshop,
okay.
And everything. There's too many pictures to change, but after more than 50 years, the mustache is going. I've decided for 2015. What about Greg in there? Can we get him to?
He's got that.
How long you had that beard?
It kind of comes and goes. I had it down about halfway down my chest right after my girls were born.
Well, we've already got a picture you posted up here.
Yeah.
Now. And so do we have Greg's picture, don't we?
I know you took my picture. I don't know if it's up there or not.
It says wanted.
Yeah,
if I could grow a beard,
the photos. It's under photos. If you go to that, we have it under photos. But we're going to get you on the team. But no, the mustache is going. Now you've really put me on.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
I was going to do it on the first. That was going to be my deal.
You going to let Marion shave it off?
Somebody's going to have to help me.
Hold you down?
Hold me down. No, but my son cut all of his hair off. He's not exactly quite like Dave Gabbert here, but he's pretty close. And then my granddaughter, I don't know if she wants me to take the mustache off, but
you might scare him.
Well, it's gone. I had it when I was a teenager because it made me look older. Now that I've gotten older, I want to look younger. So it's become a process. Yours is really neat. You spend a lot of time on that, don't you?
Not really.
Oh, come on now. You do too. You spend at least an hour a day trying to keep that look.
Clip here, clip there,
Yeah.
And
but you shave your head too.
And
that takes some doing.
Not really.
Yeah.
Just run a razor over it when I'm in the shower.
Now that little thing under your lip, that takes a while, doesn't it?
Not really. Once
we'll
you
call
get
it not really Gabbert.
That's right.
Yeah,
not really.
It just naturally grows.
Let's take a break. We've got a hairy subject here.
Yes, we
need to get off of this and everything.
We can't call him hair lip.
No, you can't. No. Let's take a break. Come back. We're going to try to hook up with Dave Rizzuto, talk a little fishing. I'm going to turn it over to hairy person over there on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
By Memphis, Tennessee, we've got woodlands.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Buck Gardner Calls.
Okay, let's talk outdoors for our final segment of today.
This time has gone by quick.
Well, if I was out there in the woods right now, just to be about the time I could shoot, I'd have about 10 minutes here, and I'd be...
But then you'd be talking like...
Well, you wouldn't be able to hear me because the wind probably and everything. So I appreciate James McCrory was going to allow me to hunt in the scaffold stand with my good friend Steve McPherson, but I had missed 2 open mic Saturdays. I wanted to be here.
He didn't trust us, Brother Darrell.
No, I've got nervous that I might lose the show. You know, it might become the...
We did have some obscene phone calls.
You did, from... Geraldine Obscene, and what was the other ones like that? Hey, let's talk fishing right now, and our good friend Dave Rizzuto is on the line with us, and he'll probably want to talk about the Tennessee football team, and we'll let him do that if he wants to. Then we can talk about the Razorback football team. At least a couple of teams showed up in the bowl season, right, Dave?
The orange is back.
And the red is back. So we hope
the red is back and the orange is back. And the rest of them didn't do jack.
They sure did.
Georgia did pretty good.
I was proud of our 2 teams, and good for that. But, hey, Dave, I know that the first round of winter stocking, and we've got some more coming up, I think, this next week, right?
Yeah, we're stocking Lake Graham on the 8th, which is Thursday.
Uh-huh.
And then the majority of the West Tennessee stockings will be 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better week because we're coming into the that word that they said. I think I heard on NBC News that they're not going to use that word. It's 2 words. One of them starts with a P and one.
Vortex.
Yeah, you said it.
I
wasn't going to say it anymore. Just call it the PV. You know?
Yeah.
But that's coming in next week, so that ought to help the trout stocking. But Dave, I know. Gabbard over here knows that this is really, I think, one of the win-win situations.
It is. You know, I was yesterday in the office, was sitting there in just a dreary, drizzly day and everything. I look out the window down there in the area that we've got blocked off at Lake Graham, the trout, and lots of trout fishermen down, lots of kids. People brought, since they were out, for the holidays. I've seen more kids, they're taking the kids trout fishing. So, but
and what people have to realize, Larry, and I, you might not want to bring this up right now, but there are programs that we have added to to the mix since the last license increase, and
I was going to mention
the fishing for the catfish for the fishing rodeos, the winter trout program in West Tennessee, items like this are programs that we've been able to do because we have had the funds to do it, and to be able to continue to be able to fund these projects, then we have to be able to live amongst our means, and that's the problem is when you've only had one license increase in 25 years, and you're asking for a second one, and people start complaining that they're going to go to other states. Well, they need to look at what these other states offer when their licenses are so low. They don't offer near the programs that Tennessee does, and that's not what we're supposed to be talking about. But
no, I wanted to talk.
This is just one example of something that will probably be lost if we don't get the license increase.
No, I wanted to bring this up because I know that the fisheries will be hit pretty hard, if I'm not mistaken, right, Dave Gabbert?
Right, and like Dave, here in West Tennessee, that his crew oversees all their managed lakes and stuff. But we were talking about that here a while back, that some stuff people don't realize that. Dave's lakes, when they were built, and all the facilities going in, just like meet the, American Disabilities Act. At that time, everything was up to code. Well, since then, they've changed the rules of the game. And for him to go in and update all that, we're talking, how many millions of dollars?
I think just for the lakes in West Tennessee is $3 or $4 million, because even though just a lake like Gibson County Lake, which is the newest lake we have, was opened in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
It was code at the time, but the code has changed now, and we're probably going to have to spend $200,000-$300,000 there just to bring stuff up to code, even though it was code at the time it was built.
Or we have a second option. You could tear it all out and do away with it, not have to worry about it. But we don't want to do that, for the people, our stakeholders out there.
And we actually did that a couple of years ago when this all started. Was that there were some of these observation towers that they would have had to spend $500,000 to bring them up to code for wheelchairs, and the more logical thing to do is cut them down, and that's what they did.
So
and that's not the best thing for the public, but when you're trying to squeeze every little program out of every little dollar, then there are certain things that you have to say, well, enough's enough. If you're going to make us do it this way, then the easiest thing to do is not provide that service. If you don't provide that service, then you meet code.
Well, we're talking to Dave Rizzuto. He's the Region 1 TWRA Fisheries Program Manager, and we've brought up this subject that will be talked about a lot between now and the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission meeting at the Discovery Park of America in Union City on January the 15th and 16th. The proposed license fee increases, and when I looked at that, Dave, I know that not only does it affect some programs, it affects the hatcheries. And the hatcheries are so important. And fisheries, to me, is the lifeblood of the TWRA and some of the jobs you guys have done. And I look at there and I say, well, we won't get these trout fish brought in here. We won't have these certain programs. No one likes a license fee increase. I know Bill Cox has been on the show. I've quoted him in the newspaper. But this day and time, and I know the TWRA is a sponsor of this show, and I don't just say this because they're a sponsor, but I've been around through all these license increases. I can remember the early 90s when we had that first, and we went through the controversy. And I can't believe, things of. I look back and when I paid $22,500 for my first house, I said, "Man, I wasn't going to make it."
Well, the thing that's hypocritical to me is I had a guy saying something to me the other day when we were finishing up some duck hunting, and he was complaining about the sportsman's license going up $30 or $28, whatever it is.
It's going up to $166. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's driving a $55,000 pickup truck.
Yeah.
He's got a $10,000 duck boat, and he's got an $1,800 shotgun, and he's complaining about $30. Now, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To me, that's just so hypocritical that you won't pay a little bit more to keep things going the way that they are. We're not asking for money to give people big raises and stuff like that. We're asking for money to
keep
fund
the
projects.
programs.
I mean,
Yeah.
the cuts that I would have had to have done if we don't do this is shut down half the hatchery in West Tennessee.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, because it's the biggest that and the creel program on the reservoirs. Those are the two biggest ticket items that we have for fisheries in West Tennessee. I mean,
and I understand some of these things. We could,
if
spend a whole show on this.
We don't have time,
but
my opinion is, we
have an opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's truly my opinion. We've had 2 license increases like in the last 25 years.
Yes.
It should have been sooner than that. I've seen people. If you look at the way prices have gone up and everything, if you'd done it every couple of years and just added to the consumer price index and stuff, people probably wouldn't, think they're feeling the pinch as it would be.
Think about what gas has done in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And the up and down that we've done in it, and nobody has said. I mean, people say, oh gosh, gas costs so much, but they pay it and they go on. And it's kind of like Dave said, some of us guys that think we know
best story I can
anybody
relate
else.
back the first.
It'd be better to do a 2% every 2 years than a 20% every 10 years, because you don't get hurt as hard. But the problem is the legislature also says that you can only do it when the CPI gets such above, and if you want to add new licenses, which is what we're trying to do this year to get some of those non-consumptive groups, paying their way, you can only do that X number of times. And so they don't like asking for new licenses every 2 years. Why we're not doing the incremental stuff, I don't have a clue. I think that might be a better way to go.
Well, we got to cut it out here, but you hit on right what I wanted you to hit on, buddy, and I appreciate you taking time to be with us.
And we invite people's opinions. The
discussion
is
come to
good.
Union City.
Yeah.
Come up there the 15th and whatever, the 15th and 16th. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Come up there the 15th and 16th, and then you need to check out Discovery Park of America anyway. Dave Rizzuto, thank you, buddy. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you guys.
All right, we'll talk to you. Take a break. All right. Thank you guys for being with us. Greg Ratcliffe, thank you.
What about next week's show?
I got one thing actually really quick before we get out of here. We have about like a minute and a half.
Okay.
Caller called in. His 10-year-old granddaughter is going to be doing the youth hunt next week,
and
he wanted to know what kind of licensing, whatever that she's going to need to be able to do it.
Okay, for a 10-year-old,
yes.
The only thing you need is be hunter education certified. If you're not, then she will have to buy the apprentice license to have, but she will have to go with somebody that takes her.
Sure.
That's hunter ed certified.
Okay.
But you don't need a license till you turn 13 in Tennessee.
That's right.
Johnny, I hope that answered your question.
Okay. Thank you, Greg Ratcliffe. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Dave. This is Larry Ray. Remind you, we'll be back on next week. Ron Wong will be in studio. We're going to have Brent Chapman, great professional bass fisherman. We're going to talk also to Marty Marbury. We're going to talk to Steve
Billy
McAdams.
Lindsay.
Huh?
Got Billy Lindsay.
Billy Lindsay. All
That's
of
what
those.
You said, yeah.
Yeah.
All the usual suspects.
All the usual suspects. This is Larry Ray. Remind you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.